Aint Got It Yet podcast, episode 37. And doing these so much, I'm forgetting the numbers, man. Episode 37, got my guy Ric Scales. I appreciate you, bro.
What up, though? Thank you for having me on,
Absolutely, absolutely. This guy's the host of Slappin Hands, one of the dopest MCs here in town. I've been getting more and more tapped into music, bro. Definitely want to have you on the podcast, so I appreciate you joining me, bro.
Indeed, thank you.
What's good with you, bro? Everything good?
Man, everything's good, man. Just same shit as usual. Work, music, family, all that. You know what I mean? Can't really complain, you know what I'm saying? Just out here feeling blessed, working on shit, throwing shows, rocking shows.
I feel it.
All that.
Say, working on stuff. What you working on currently?
Oh, man, a couple things. I'm working on a project with scatter members from this reggae band called Boostive. We actually have a show together on the 29th at the Music Box. It's going to be myself and DJ Root, this cat named Mitchum Yakub, who does shit like, sounds like some Fela Kuti style shit, like with live band, the whole nine. And then there's Boostive, which is comprised of some of the same members. And like we all are kind of rocking together, but we got like a little 8-song EP with my man Seiji on the beats, excuse me, my man Malachi on the drums, a couple MCs, my nigga Ray, Amal D, my man King Cobretti, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. No, that's it. Yeah, yeah, we got that. My group, 18 Scales, we're always working on something. Right? So like we just dropped our 7th project in November, I think it was November, September, something like that. And that was like our 7th project. Fade Nasty Chronicles Volume 3.
That's the one I've been listening to.
Yeah.
I've been listening to that.
Yeah, appreciate it. But
Absolutely.
Yeah, we just, we're constantly working on stuff. We got a little side project with my man Dev Love, who's like a pianist and singer, real dope. Yeah, it's just a bunch of shit, man. Like, yeah.
That's what's up, bro. I've been getting tapped in. I was telling who the hell, like I said, whoever I had last on here. Sean, my bad, Sean. I have my boy Sean on here. I was just telling him I've been getting tapped into your music lately, bro. I've been, you one of the dopest here in town, bro, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey.
One of the dopest in town, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it,
Absolutely.
man.
I like artists. I like the vibe that you go with your music, but I also gravitate towards and appreciate the artists that have their own sound and don't sound like anyone. And you could tell that, I don't want to say that. I was about to say it's a conscious choice, but also it's like an organic thing. Like you're just sounding like yourself.
Yeah.
Like some people set out to try to be different, and I appreciate that as well. Like I do appreciate that. But when you can tell that it's like, I'm just making music that I like, and the music that I create is different from everyone. It's a different appreciation on my end anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah, my man, my producer, Chuck Moon, who was also an MC, who also used to go by Ralph Quasar, and before that he was 18 Cents. He changed his name a lot, but it's all good. But yeah, my man Chuck, he just make the type of beats that I like. You know what I'm saying? I got tight with him through his brother. His brother actually was producer for me, Split Dini. Shout out Split Dini, and at some point, he decided he didn't want to do music no more. So he was like, yo, just link with my brother. And I just knew his brother for rapping. You know what I'm saying? And then we got in the studio, we did a little track, and then, like, it just became a thing where we started linking up all the time. But he just makes the type of shit that I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And from that, I just do what I do. I know it's funny because a lot of people are, like, been pushing for me to do more sound like everybody else ass shit, you know what I'm saying? Which, like, I'm not gonna act like that's not appealing to some degree and shit, but for the most part, like, I'm gonna keep rocking how I rock.
Right.
But, I mean, not to say that I'm just gonna be one-dimensional or nothing like that, because I pride myself on being versatile, you know what I mean? I feel like I can rock almost any style, you know what I mean? But for the most part, that's where I'm at. Yeah.
That's what's up. I've been doing my research on you, doing my homework on you. I was about to say trying to figure out like where, like how you craft your sound and like where your influences come from. I don't want to say I just want to know more about you. Like I was telling Sean, about people I have on the show, I see them around town. I get connected to what they do, what they create, and I'm just curious about them. So I have them on the show. I know, doing my homework on you. You're originally from Columbia, Missouri, right?
Yeah. Yes,
sir.
You
moved to New Orleans shortly after that.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up in Missouri? My only you only hear about like St. Louis.
Nelly.
Exactly. You hear about Nelly,
Chingy
State
and them.
Lunatics, you know what I'm saying? And so what was your experience like growing up, and what was the music like at the time?
I mean, the way I was raised when I was first living out there, it was all family, you know what I mean? So it's like, in my hometown, like, my dad's side of the family is out there heavy. My mom's side is out there heavy.
Okay.
So I was just always around family. We was all raised in the church, you know what I mean? Dad was a reverend at one point. Mom was choir director. And the music for me was just whatever we had that we was listening to and whatever was on the radio. My dad had a big ass vinyl collection.
Oh, dope.
So I would just be in the basement, like listening to Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, Ohio Players, and shit like that. And then I really couldn't tell you what the music was like locally. You know what I'm saying? I left there when I was 12. You know what I'm saying, and moved to New Orleans from there. But like the local sound, as far as that lies, I couldn't tell you honestly, but I be fucking with that Smino shit though. That shit's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, my influences was always soul music. You know what I'm saying? Like first and foremost, like I said, Stevie Wonder was my first favorite artist, and I didn't get into like hip hop, like real hip hop, as you know what I'm saying, the purists like to call it, till I was like 14 living in New Orleans. But before that, I went through a heavy bounce music and like Cash Money phase because I was living in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of like that for me.
That's dope. I guess it's kind of similar for me. Like my parents, like my dad was big into funk, but like I've said on the show plenty of times, my dad, by the time I was born, he was a minister. He was like fully into the church, and so for me, like I had to discover like worldly or like secular music on my own, like, from my neighbors or like hearing it outside of somebody's car, like going to somebody's house. In my house, it was like strictly gospel and like a few like oldies, like R&B,
John P. Key all day.
It was all gospel music for me. So, like my love for hip hop and any music outside of gospel, I had to go and discover on my own. So I'm very similar in that regard. So you get to New Orleans, and like as soon as you get there, you like right into like Cash Money was very prevalent. So that's why you dove into that.
Nah, right away. I always just been on my vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been like
Were you into Cash Money before moving to New Orleans?
No, I didn't. I never even heard of him until Juvenile dropped, But I happened to be living out there like right when that shit dropped.
Okay.
But as soon as I touched down in New Orleans, you listen to the radio station. I think it was like Q93. It was this nigga Wild Wayne and shit was the DJ, and they would just play local like New Orleans music, which is bounce music. You know what I mean? And for those that's not familiar with what bounce music is, take Nice for What by Drake, but not with Drake on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's bounce music. You know what I'm saying? So whatever was on the radio, I was just filling that out, you know? You know what I mean? Obviously, I like Tupac, you know what I mean? Biggie, like all the regular go-tos. I think the one that was always universal for me was Busta Rhymes. I've always been a big Busta Rhymes fan. Like his first like 5-6 albums are on heavy rotation in my life, you know what I'm saying? Like for years. But I think it was... I was playing a video game. I done probably told the story a million times, but it was called Thrasher Skate and Destroy on the first PlayStation, a little skateboarding video game, and they had a wild ass soundtrack that had like all this. Because when I first started rapping, I was trying to rap like BG, nigga. I was like, I'm rapping about shooting niggas and choppers and all this type of shit. I wasn't on none of that. But what's it called? It was. A War Tour by Tribe Called Quest was on the soundtrack to this video game, and they had like a gang of just old school like Gang Starr, Just to Get a Rep, Housing by the Ultramagnetic MCs, King of Rock, Run DMC, Soul Sonic Force, Planet Rock, you know what I mean, shit like that. And then I was just like, dude, why the fuck motherfuckers ain't bumping shit like this no more? What happened to this vibe? You know what I mean? Because I was really feeling it. You know what I mean? I was probably like 14 at the time, and then that's around that time Talib Kweli had the group Reflection Eternal with DJ High Tech, and they dropped the blast, you know, that Kweli, all that shit. And I was literally like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? Went and hunted that down, and like copped it the day it came out, and the DJ High Technology album, which was like his producer had like a little compilation, you know what I'm saying? And he had like all the people he fuck with on there, including Quali. Caught both of those, and it just started delving out from there based off the information I already had from what I had learned. And then that coupled with like my pops put me on the like comment, like before he dropped the light, there was the album prior to that called One Day It'll All Make Sense. There was a song called like Invocation, I think. It was like the first jam on there, and I just remember it had this jazzy ass guitar, and I was like, bro, like what the fuck? Like I mean, all this other shit is cool, but this is vibey, you know what I mean? Because again, I was always raised on soul music, R&B, listen to Jodeci, Maxwell, Tony, stuff like that, and then just the oldies, you know what I'm saying? So when I started hearing like the more pure hip hop, it kind of resonated with me more just based off the vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Two things that you said I want to touch on. So you mentioned Busta Rhymes and then the soundtracks. Bro, I've anytime Busta Rhymes or Ludacris are mentioned, I always say neither one of them get the respect that, as far as I'm concerned. Facts. Neither one of them get the respect they deserve. As far as like being, everyone knows that they make dope music, but as far as like their lyricism and like their wordplay, I don't think either one of them. And I think because both of them are so animated in their music, and in their music videos are so fun and so like Luda got the huge Air Force Ones, you know what I'm saying, and Busta Rhymes is, you know what I mean? I think because they're so fun, and it's like they're almost like, when you look at their videos, you almost like see them as like a cartoon character. Yeah. Almost, and that's what they're going for. I don't mean no disrespect by that. I feel like that's what they're going for. But I feel like for that reason is why people don't respect their pen the way they should be.
I think, it's funny because I remember when he went through the Big Bang, that Big Bang album, I remember people was like, oh, all of a sudden Busta Rhymes doing gangster rap. Nigga, Busta Rhymes been doing gangster rap the whole fucking time. Like, this fool was always, I remember the Anarchy album, he got a song with like MOP, Where My Niggas Ready for War. This nigga, none of y'all niggas don't really want to fuck with the dread. The street ballers stomp your face into the back of your head. Like, he was always on that. Like, he was always rapping about flipping shit. He's always rapping about robbing niggas, beating niggas' ass. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Shooting at niggas, all that. Like, and it's funny how people mistake that happy sound for like positive music. Because I mean, honestly, a lot of that shit goes on in hip hop. Like when you think about the purist versus the mainstream shit, a lot of cats is like, oh, like fucking underground music is more positive than mainstream music. That's a fucking lie, bro. We all be listening to Annie Up. They talking about robbing niggas just cause they, you know what I mean? Every day, niggas like go to an underground hip hop show where niggas got on Jan Sports and shit and put on anything from MOP, Nas, Jay, like any of the classics. Even Tribe had like questionable ass lyrics. Fucking De La Soul's rapping about the peas porridge where they talking about like, yo, just cause we rap about peace don't mean we won't pull no joints. Like, it's always been a thing within hip hop, and that just has to do with where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? And I think people misinterpret that sound for the content and the ambience is not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And people mistake that. I think that happens with my music a lot. Now, my music's not gangster or no shit like that, but I'm not always rapping about fucking flowers and happiness. I'll be rapping about punching niggas in their chest cavities and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, you know what I mean? I be talking about shit like, my mama don't play my music for her people at church. Like, she's like, I can never play your music. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's funny how people always misinterpret the vibe for the energy. But also, we was talking about Missy and, I would like to say, I would add Missy in that bunch.
Absolutely.
With those two. If they were to form a super group, that would be crazy.
That would be. That
would be crazy because they all have similar energy. You know what I'm saying? And then sprinkle some Redman in there, and we got something else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's great. They should think about a show like that. That would be crazy. That would be. And then soundtracks. I can't remember the last time that when you said that, it got me to thinking. I can't remember the last time like a soundtrack was really like, yo, this soundtrack was like. And not even just like a hip hop, like any soundtrack, whether it's like a video game or a movie. Like I feel like when we were younger, and I'm only 35, so I don't make it sound like when I was younger, like the soundtracks was like most of the movies, a lot of the video games, but especially the movies. Like, Loving Basketball had like a crazy soundtrack.
Yeah. Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor had a crazy soundtrack. And then on the video game side, Skinny Dude with the Street Ball Volume 1.
Okay,
That video game had a crazy soundtrack. Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah, especially number 2.
Number 2, yep.
Yeah, they had the B-boy documents on that shit. Yeah.
Yep. I got no. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Was you a big skater back in the day?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
I remember my mom's got me a skateboard for Christmas when I was like 12, and I pulled up on the homie skate, and they're like, "Oh, you want to be white?" And I was like, "Man, get this shit out of here." Never tried to do an ollie ever since, man. I could have been great, bro. You never know, man.
I skated for like the end of 5th grade all the way for like a year, for like the end of 5th grade up until like the end of 6th grade.
Yeah.
And I was ready to quit, bro. Like, all my friends, they was like getting dope, like grinding on stuff, like learning all these crazy tricks. I couldn't get
this nigga
past.
said ollie.
Yeah, I couldn't get past a kick flip, a heel flip. I had 3 tricks. I had the kick flip, the heel flip, and the pop shove it. But by the time I learned them 3 tricks, all my homies was off to doing
Christ staring.
Yeah, like they was off doing amazing stuff. So I was like, I'm happy I got these 3 tricks down, but I'm well behind. I'm like, all right, I'm about. And after I had like 3-4 decks, a whole bunch of trucks and wheels. I sold them all, bro. I just sold everything.
Damn.
I was also I was living in Southeast at the time. We was moving up to Escondido. I was like, I ain't finna be a skater in Escondido, bro. I'm gonna get back on the basketball court, get back on the football field. I'm about to sell all this and just get back.
I mean, that's crazy because like they got hella popular skate spots in Esco, like
big time.
Yeah,
big time.
Like all the big skate videos, they out there all off Rincon, nigga.
Yep.
Hitting them, jumping them stairs and shit.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
See, if I would have known that, I would have been thick. I actually would have been like, you know what? Forget football and basketball. I'll be a skater because out here in out there in Escondido, they got hella skate parks. Like you said, a bunch of stuff. But at the time, I was thinking like, all the homies is dumb nice. They grinding, got a million tricks, and I got these 3 tricks. It's time for me to pack it up. Get back on the basketball court.
Let that be a lesson to you kids. Don't fucking give up, okay?
Exactly.
This nigga could have been the black Tony Hawk, man. Tony Hawk from Del Mar. They would have met up. He'd have taught him how to, you know what I'm saying, jump over buildings like in the video games and shit. Don't forget to wear your helmet.
Real talk. Speaking of that, I mean, I need to get Tony Hawk on the show, man. Tony Hawk, if you see this, man, pull up. I need Tony Hawk on the show. For real. I sent him a couple messages not too long ago. He opened one.
Yeah.
But he didn't reply to it. So.
It be like that sometimes.
He's the biggest skater in the world. I ain't expect him to reply off the rip.
That part, man. That should be the wildest shit about doing the shit that we do, right? When you find yourself in contact with people, you're like, oh, here it goes. And they're like, yeah, left your ass on red. Me and Ninth Wonder, man. And the worst part is he hit me up like, the first 18 Scales album, man. We had dropped it. It got released. It got premiered by 2 dope boys. I think my man Kali had something to do with it. Other than that, I don't even know what the fuck happened. But yeah, they when the album dropped, like they put it on their website and shit just kind of went crazy. And then I seen Ninth Wonder had followed me on Twitter, and I was like, the fuck? And I go and look, and he sent me a message like, hey, this shit dope as fuck. I was like, oh shit, what's up, G? Blah 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 blah. Red, just that's it, bro. I was like, all right, that's cool. I'll accept it.
I'm right there with you, bro. Mitchie Slick.
Yeah.
Mitchie Slick. He and I actually when I first started doing my my broadcast, my podcast, bro, I was like, you know what? For music, I want to interview Mitchie Slick. For sports, I want to interview for broadcasting, I want to interview Paul Rudy. And for basketball, I want to interview Norman Powell. Okay. I've gotten Norman Powell and Paul Rudy.
That's
Mitchie
dope.
Slick, I sent him the first couple DMs, he didn't even open them. I want to say, like, after like 3 or 4, I'm a persistent guy. I'm annoying. Like, you gotta tell me, like, bro, like, leave me alone. I'm one of them types. I'm one of them types.
I wish I was like that.
And I used to not be. I used to have my pride in it. Like, man, I used to be one of these niggas, like, sending it. I was like, you know, like, worst nigga can say is no. And if you don't read it, then whatever. Like, I'm still doing my thing. So I got past that. Like, I'm with you. Like I said, you have to tell me to leave you. Like, all right, bro, I saw it. Like, leave me the hell alone. I'm one of them. So, like, after, like, the third or fourth one, he opened it. Was like, what's up, bro? What you trying to do? I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to lock you in for an interview. Pull up on me. He's like, yeah, let's do it. Send him a couple dates. Left me on red. He went to one of Mikey Williams' basketball games. And I didn't even know he was there. I'm like by the door, like on the opposite end of the gym, filming something, like getting like my post game, like B-roll and stuff like that. And and I hear he got a distinct voice.
Yeah, he do.
I heard him go like, "Hey, where Mikey at?" And I'm like, "That's Mitch." I'm like, "Oh, bet." I literally stopped what I was doing, and he was taking a picture with Mikey Williams. I went back there, took that picture as well. I walked around, I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm the one that's been DMing you, bro. Like, pull up on it, like, come be on the show." And we exchanged info, text, and then we actually got on the phone. I might cut this out. We actually got on the phone and spoke for like a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, bro, we gonna make it happen. That was the last I ever heard of him.
Yeah, I mean, but also that nigga big. I just met him for the first time like last month. You know what I mean? I've been out in San Diego for 19 years, and the wild shit, when I first moved out here, I already knew about Mitchie from the Strong Arm Steady shit, but I didn't know that he was from San Diego. I just knew that he was signed to a quality label and some more shit, and I thought he was dope, you know what I'm saying? And he had that shit on eardrum, nigga, where he said earrings full of O'Shea, big ass chain, all in the way, like Ghost. I was like, nigga, that shit's hard. But what's it called? It was a nigga from Oxnard that really had put me on with the Triggeration Station. This cat named CJ. We used to work at some like fake ass rent center and shit. That could have been the Friday ass movie. We was over here trying to repo nigga shit, getting couches back and shit. We on the India reservation. They running down on us and shit. We tried to come take somebody TV back, but he put me onto that Triggeration Station back in the day. He was like, "You know, you from out here?" I'm like, "What?" But I remember I met him. It was at the holding company, the Razzcast show. He pulled up to see Razzcast and shit. I just got finished like rocking. Like he pulled in like right before that. And he was a cool ass brother, man.
Super.
Like, yeah, I pulled up. I'm like, "Bro, I've been trying to meet you for a minute." He was like, "Well, I'm here now, nigga." I was like, "Okay, fair enough." Yeah, but yeah, just shout out Mitchie, man.
Absolutely.
Like,
Shout out Mitchie. I didn't mean no disrespect by that, bro.
Yeah.
I really want to have you on the show. I didn't mean no disrespect. So you say you've been out here ninth. What year did you get out here?
I think it was like 2004.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What brought you to Dago?
Like I was trying to do whatever, man. I was staying in Raleigh, North Carolina at the time.
Okay.
And like I was just spinning my wheels, like young cat out there. Ain't nothing really for me out there positive. You know what I mean? Couldn't find a good enough job to staying with my dukes, and was just like, dude, this shit bogus. And then I had a homie that was out here staying in Escondido, you know what I mean? This cat, Bless Brando, shout out Bless Brando live show and all that. But he was like, "Oh, just come out here, you know what I'm saying? We can do this music shit, da-da-da-da." And I was like, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And slid out here, been out here ever since.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of San Diego?
Just the shit. Like, it's like, I remember being a kid and like wanting to come out to Cali, and like you have your ideas of what it's going to be like, you know what I'm saying? And there's like, you know, you have so many different vibes you can catch from what you see on TV. Like you got the South Central energy, you got the crazy cholos, you got the fly little surfer shit, you got the motherfucking abstract far side ass niggas and shit, and it's literally all of that. It's like everything they told you it was and some more shit. You know what I mean? To be honest, like out of everywhere I've been on the West Coast, nothing fucks with Dago to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm talking like, when I say it, I know a lot of people don't agree with that, especially me being an out-of-towner, you know what I'm saying? But I don't consider myself an out-of-towner because I've been here most of my life, you know what I'm saying? But, like, nigga from San Isidro to motherfucking Oceanside, you know what I mean? Is San Diego County, like, it's got everything you need, you know what I mean? And it's way flyer than LA, no disrespect to my LA niggas. But, like, nigga, San Diego, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. Like, the people, good energy. There's always something to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to deal with all that LA bullshit and LA traffic, which we getting there, though. We getting there. Facts. Yeah, we need... All right, matter of fact, they go trash, bro. Don't come out here, bro. We don't need no more traffic. Stay y'all ass in Kentucky. Don't come over here, nigga. Facts. Fuck the military. Don't join. They just gonna send you out there to get blown up. We need to keep this shit at a level. That's how I feel.
That's real. I'm with you on that one. I seen a couple months ago, I seen a girl posted, like, it was some meme. She was like, "Yo, don't come to Atlanta. They're like, we don't need no more people here. I know they tell us the Black Mecca and all that. It's crowded. Don't come.
Stay
I'm the same way about Dago, bro.
Yo, it's really getting to that point, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You did half of high school in New Orleans and half in Honolulu.
Yeah, in Honolulu, yeah.
What was it like living in Honolulu? I've never been to Hawaii. I've always wanted to go.
Crazy.
You liked it out there?
Yeah, I loved it out there. It was, to me, it was real similar to here. You know what I'm saying? San Diego and Honolulu, my two favorite places. Where I hone my craft at, learn how to freestyle the way I do, battle, all that shit. Like, I learned all that in Honolulu. You know what I mean?
I would not assume that there's a heavy hip-hop culture in Honolulu.
Well, I mean, you got to consider, on the island of Oahu, there's so many military installations. You know what I'm saying? Very similar to San Diego. Like,
makes sense.
And so there's people from all over the country, and then there's people from all over the world that are coming there because it's a tourist spot. So there's so many things to experience. Like, my life wasn't too much different than it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in little battle tournaments. I was running around with like the break dancers, or breakers. You know what I mean? Graffiti heads, DJs. Like my life was literally Beat Street when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Skipping class to go to the other school to battle them niggas over at Radford,
That's
nigga.
hard, bro.
Like,
kids go to school.
Go to school. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
hard though, bro. That's dope.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was a beautiful time in my life, you know what I mean? And I was out there with my pops because I had lived with my mom's a majority of the time. And then when I slid out there with pops, like, we just literally clicked up and just music, you know what I'm saying? Like all we did was go to record shops, you know what I'm saying, and comic book shops. That was all we was on. And then it's like, when I'm not with pops, I'm with the homies, freestyling, rapping, and chasing skirts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we was on, you know what I'm saying?
Why'd you get sent to live with your dad? Were you getting in trouble, or was it just like he's...
Not that I was getting in trouble, but not that I was not getting in trouble. It was just it was hard for me when I was out there, and I started reacting.
Talking about in New Orleans?
Yeah, in New Orleans. Yeah, and so I just started reacting to things in a... Like, I was a little nigga. I was real tiny, you know what I mean? And I had a super Napoleon complex. And it was like, at first I would let shit rock, and then it just became like, yo, I might hit this nigga with a baseball bat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know the feeling.
And then it gets to a point where I was like, we got to get him up out of here. They going to kill this little nigga. Because I was tripping, you know what I mean? It's like, you said what? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's all I had, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you hit a point where you're not finna take no shit, you know what I'm saying? And it just got to a point where it was better for me to go be somewhere else. Like, we was staying in a knife ward, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like the most unsafe place in the world, but it wasn't not the most unsafe.
Right.
We was in the murder capital, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, type shit. So it's like, yeah, mom sent me to stay with pops because I was going down a route of just like anger, you know what I'm saying, and rebellion, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, got to the point, it's like, oh, I don't want to go to church no more, and I'm mad all the time, and I'm trying to fight niggas, and this, that, and the other, and I was like, you gotta slide over there with your dad, you know what I'm saying?
Was there like a situation or an instance or something that happened that she was like, all right, like, this the last straw? It was just like,
I don't know. I feel like it was just an overall. I feel like it was an overall, because it just became a point where I just wasn't happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, because of like how I felt about things, you know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to New Orleans, because it was a beautiful city. And I got niggas from out there I still talk to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that place, and the food crazy, for real though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, it was one of those things, she sent me off for my betterment, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't working out in the best way for me, you know what I mean? And so I went out there, and I mean, shit ain't sweet in Honolulu either.
Okay.
Yeah, like, people definitely be misinterpreting the energy out there from just what it's called and where it's at and what it looked like, but it's rough out there too, you know what I'm saying? But it just so happened, you know what I mean, that I just ended up landing the right way, you know what I'm saying? And shit worked out in my favor, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope. I had a homie that out of high school, he had a scholarship to go play. He always said before, I remember in middle school, he was always a standout basketball player. And in middle school, he was saying, like, bro, if I get a scholarship to go to Hawaii, like, I gotta go live in Hawaii, bro. Like, Hawaii, like, I gotta go. He's like, I'm sure the girl's gonna be different. He's like, it's gonna be something. And he said what you say, he's like, I'm sure it's gonna be similar to Cali. Yeah. Son is always there. He's like, I gotta get to Hawaii. But he ended up going to UNLV. He never went to.
Okay.
I couldn't wait for him to go because I was like, bro, as soon as you get out there, I'm coming
going to visit.
I'm
right?
coming, but he ended up going to, I was like, bro, I've been to Vegas a million times. I don't need to go to Vegas. What was I about to ask you? With you know, being, what do you think that rebellious stake, other than, like, you know, being a short, like a small person, like a smaller dude and having a Napoleon complex, where do you think that rebellious spirit came from?
I mean, from my folks, to be honest. Like, my parents was always on, like, my mom was heavy into activism. My auntie was the president of NAACP Missouri chapter.
Nice.
I experienced a lot of, you know what I mean, inequality, racism, bullying, and I always was taught to, like, stand up, like, for myself and other people, you know what I'm saying? And that's always what I was on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like, I guess the rest of it came from hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like, feeling like you gotta fight the power, you gotta, you know what I mean? Like, I've always had a problem with authority, you know what I mean? I never really fucked with police. Like, before it was popular to say it, like, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't know about them, I'll see how they did my cutting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really, I always been one to, like, stand up for what I believe in and stand on something, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's just the family, like, because we was all on that to a degree, you know what I'm saying? Because we was church-going people, but we were not turn the other cheek people,
right? If
that makes any sense. But, yeah, that was always my vibe.
Similar. My dad, like I said, my dad is a pastor, and he's not a turn the other cheek person.
Hit him back!
Exactly. Absolutely. I remember in middle school, one of my homies is telling me, like, his parents told him, like, if somebody hit you once, you can hit them back once, and, like, just hit them back once. My dad always taught me, if somebody touches you, end them.
Yeah.
Whatever you need to do what you need to do to make them understand. Don't ever touch me again.
Hell yeah.
My dad is not at all. He's a very sanctified man of God, preach every Sunday, but he's not a turn the other cheek guy.
Hey, Jesus was flipping tables.
Facts.
For real.
And then, before, you know, being sent to go and live with your dad at 14, what was your relationship like prior to go live with him?
Well, my pops was always in my life to a degree. Okay. Like, up until, like, he moved out of state, like, we would spend a lot of time with him, me and my sister. And, like, when he was out of town, like, we would go spend summers with him, stuff like that. And we would always talk to him on the phone, things of that nature. So, like, pops was always prevalent in my life, you know what I mean? I was a big, like, look up to my dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, want to be like him, you know what I mean? All that shit, you know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And how many years did you spend in Honolulu?
Just my junior and senior year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got out, like, as soon as you graduated high school, you left?
Yeah.
And you came to San Diego?
Nah, I went to North Carolina.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. My mom's was working at St. Augustine's in Raleigh. And she wanted me to go to college, and she was like, hey, this is the easy way in. I work here already. So I went there for a semester, and I ain't like it. You know what I mean? And then I came out here.
Okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Was it the school, the city, or, like, college in general, or, like, what did you not like?
I was just too young, bro. Like, I wasn't mature enough. Like, I was 17, like, when I started college. Like, you know what I'm saying? Same. Like, and, like, my first day of class, I get there, they done made a scheduling issue. I end up in a class with my sister who was like a sophomore, junior, something like that. And I already know this ain't it, you know what I'm saying? And then there's another cat that was a freshman, this cat from VA named Ro. And we both realized we both freshmen. And he's like, hey, you trying to go to the dorms? I'm like, yeah. Slide up there. We smoke some tree, play some Madden. He cut on some beats. I started rapping and shit. And then I stopped coming to class altogether. I'm just in the dorms with these niggas rapping and shit. Like, and I was fucking off. It was stupid. It was dumb. But like a 17-year-old, like, of course. Like, you know what I mean? you have a little bit of freedom that you never had before, like, you know, this, that, and other. You feel like you grown, like, da-da-da-da.
Yep.
You just gonna do whatever. But, like, I definitely wasn't mature enough for college, like, at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I just ended up dropping out.
I feel it. I feel it. And it's... I feel like there's... I feel like that's a very common... That was similar. Same story for me. I still ended up going to school and like getting some stuff out of college that I was supposed, to get jobs and stuff like that. But my first couple of years in college, bro, I was not supposed to be there. Like, I remember, bro, like just not. It's like, man, ain't nobody making me do this. The grades are coming, the mail's coming to me in my name, so it ain't like my parents are finna open. Like, look at me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just different. Like high school, people can make you. College, nobody can make you.
Yep.
And so I didn't. Very similar to you, I didn't have the discipline or like the stick-to-itiveness to be like, nah, I'm in class, it's on me, I need to do this. But I remember like ditching class for like weeks. Like, I would go and I had a full load, 12 units. I would go to like maybe like, had like 3 or 4 classes a day, go to like maybe 1 or 2 of them.
Oh, he was big wildin'.
Big wild. I go to like the first class, go to the second class, leave halfway through, and I go to the second 2 classes. I'm doing that for weeks, right? And I'm like, man, my parents done filled all these FAFSA forms. I done all this to get in college. Like, man, let me go to school. And I remember this vividly, bro. This is how I knew I was not supposed to be in college at the time. Like, man, let me stop cutting school for like a month maybe. Let me stop cutting school, like maybe get focused, go to school. I wake up early, make me some breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Got my clothes laid out like it's the first day of school. It's like mid semester. Got my clothes laid out, everything. Like I'm trying to get serious about going to college, right? Eat my breakfast, and the campus was like mad close to my house. Walk to school, sit down in the front row, sit in the front, like right up front. I'm in class for 10 minutes. A girl that I have been talking to texted me, was like, my parents just left town for the weekend. I'm in class for 10 minutes. I'm like, well, I'm up out of here. Walked right out of there and we're back on the schedule of ditching class, hanging out with girls, playing basketball, and not going, bro. And I tell that story not to really like, of course, not to brag, but just to say, like, if it's not your time, like, don't go. Like, take some time out. Even if you just chilling, not working, not going to school, nothing. My advice, and I've told this to high school students like fresh out. If you're going to school for a sport, you gotta go. Like, you gotta
absolutely
go to practice, go to study hall. You gotta do all of that. But if you're just in college, like just for you not playing no sport, and you're just in college, like just you, and you're not sure, like you haven't picked a major yet, you're not sure what you want to do, don't go. Yeah, because you're gonna waste money.
That life experience will do a lot for you. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. Yeah, like when I finally went back to college, my dumb ass went to ITT check like an idiot. And I was doing good, man. 3.7, all that. Okay. You show up to school and it just didn't exist no more. Like it was just that's crazy. Right. My first 3.7 GPA was at a fake school. I felt bamboozled, nigga. And they still trying to hit me for that FAFSA money. I'm gonna let y'all know y'all can suck my dick from the back.
No way.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm good off that. You mind if I?
Yeah, you need some more?
Fake ass school, man. Y'all ain't shit. And I guarantee you, like, it was probably like Phoenix College now, whatever them little schools are, you know what I'm saying? Little online university ass schools. Yeah, I feel it. Y'all full of shit, bro. Y'all are terrible humans.
You said at the time, you was like, I got a kid now trying to do something different?
Yeah.
You had a kid at what age?
23.
Okay. What was that like?
It was interesting. You know what I mean? Like, my son is like my favorite human on the planet. You know what I mean? Like, I always been in my son's life, always been there for him. And like, I look up to that nigga, man. Like, he just has such a dope mind frame, you know what I mean? And I know that's attributed to the way me and his mother raised him, but...
How old is he now?
14.
That's what's up.
Yeah, 14, straight A's and B's, all that, you know what I'm saying? Isaiah.
Shout out to you, Isaiah. Keep them good grades going. That's
I mean, before I beat your ass. But yeah, like, having a kid, I wasn't ready to have a kid. I didn't plan to have a kid, but it happened. And, you know what I mean, I did the step up thing, you know what I mean? And I'm glad I did, you know what I mean? Because it definitely grounded me. And it's like, it teaches you a lot about life, like having to keep somebody alive and teach them how to be a man and how to be a good human, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. And it makes you check yourself. You know what I mean? Depending on, I mean, some people suck, but you know what I'm saying? But like for me, it was just like, what do I want my son to see? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do I want him to see me on bullshit? Do I want him to see me like being a dick, swindling niggas, being scummy? Like, nah, I want him to see me being a good human because I want him to be a good human. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely, like, not that I was on no wild ass path at that time, but it definitely was motivation to like stay on positive shit. And it's like a lot of times where I'm dealing with things, I'm like, what do I want my son to hear about this later? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, because he gonna hear it. And I think at this point in his life, he's not a person that can be easily influenced. He knows who he is, and he's on that. Like, he's very similar to me, but with way more conviction. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is 100% whoever the fuck he wants to be, and if you don't like it, that's your problem. You know what I'm saying? And I love that for him. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, and this may not pertain to anything, and I want to ask because of the guests that I had on my show last. If there were a situation or an opportunity for you that could set your family up, like, for, like financially, like set y'all up for the future, but you'd have to like do something outside of your morals and values, or like potentially play yourself. But when you do it, your family's gonna be taken care of. Like, y'all gonna be good financially. You think you could do it?
Nah.
I'm there with you. And I ask that because...
I feel like that's selfish as fuck, but also it's not.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because what are you teaching your people? You know what I'm saying?
That's where I'm at with it.
If I'm teaching my family, like, you gotta do shit that's beneath you, do shit that you don't agree with, or be a yes man, or things of that nature, like, they're going to follow those footsteps. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they don't, or they might just not respect you the same. You know what I'm saying? Like being set for life could come from anywhere. You know what I mean? You never know what life's going to throw at you, but one thing's for certain: if you are continuously persistent, you're going to get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather teach that than to teach bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've had some opportunities, but it's like, I'm not finna do no bullshit in order to get it.
Facts.
I'm not finna like go against what I stand for. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I'm right there with you, bro. Salute.
Cheers to real nigga shit.
Right, for real. I see, and Bonnie, I love you, Bonnie. Whenever you want to come back on the show, you're more than welcome. My last guest, Bonnie Lachey, she was on the Blueface show, and and I didn't watch the show. I did my research and my homework before she came on the show. But she was on there. She was, doing what girls do on reality shows.
Yeah. And fighting and fucking.
And I asked her exactly. I asked her, and she had a son before she went on the show. And I asked her, like, prior to going on the show, like, did you think about that? Like, with your son or like maybe his friends or anybody would like see your behavior on this reality show and like have some judgment or some things to say about that? And she was like, no, I didn't really think about that. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna do this and we're gonna get to this money. And she was like, you think Kim K think about what she had to do to get to where she is? Like,
yes. Absolutely. Because you seen that episode where the baby seen the video on Roblox. She wasn't happy about it.
Yeah, excited. Whoa.
Yeah,
see? And that would that would be my biggest fear, bro, to like again, like I come across that from time to time with podcasting, because I look at like some of my peers that do things with like some of the guests they have, or the conversations and topics they have on their podcast, or the way they title different things, and I'm just like, I could have did a lot of that to like get more views or more subscribers to my channel or whatever, but I'm like, I gotta be me, bruh. Like, I gotta broadcast as Michael Flicks always, and I'm not finna compromise that. But then sometimes I do feel like, bro, like you could do a couple things different that other people are, but I'd be like, if it don't feel like authentic and true to me, I'm not finna do it. Yeah,
and I respect the hell out of that. For me, I feel like there's a level of compromise, you know what I'm saying, that like it's natural, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but who do you know that got exactly where they wanted to be by doing exactly what they wanted to do? Like, you know what I mean? In my experience, it's only been few. But I feel like there is a level of compromise that happens, but it's like you can do that and still stay within your morals. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe you gotta compromise something, but it's like it doesn't have to be like you don't have to do grimy shit to make it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, 100%. You get to you get to San Diego. What did the music scene look like here when you first got here?
It was I was in Escondido first and foremost.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah, for like a smooth like 10 or more years, bro. And like a lot of the shit that I was doing was in North County. They had this spot called the Metaphor Cafe. They would throw like all type of shit. It would be
about the Metaphor. That's crazy.
Yeah, right off of Juniper and Second.
Absolutely.
And like we would have shows there all the time, and like I was always freestyling, battling niggas. And it would be cats from LA. It would be like we had Souls of Mischief, you know what I'm saying, performing out there, like a lot of Project Bloodians, you know what I'm saying? And then so I got more acclimated with the Los Angeles and Inland Empire hip hop scenes during that time. And then it wasn't until like years later I started fucking with this DJ by the name of DJ Tram Life, and he started bringing me around here after seeing me rock a show with my old crew. I think we was at the Kava Lounge or something back in the day. And he started rocking with us, so we started doing more stuff down here. And then eventually I just moved down here, you know what I'm saying? But there was a point where I was living in North County, but I was in like San Diego so much that people thought that I was from San Diego. You know what I'm saying? And I've never tried to hide it, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always been a cat that moves around, you know what I'm saying? Like my whole life, like city to city, state to state, whatever. So it is what it is. It's not where you from, it's where you at, you know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't matter where I rest my head at if I'm pulling up to the functions and getting busy, you know what I mean? So, but like, yeah, it was a trip because it was just a lot of, oh, you from Mexico? Like, you know what I mean? Because it would always be like we outside and talking about hip hop, North County, da 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 da. People like, oh, fuck that Escondido shit, bro. Stay in Escondido, bro. He's like, for real? Like, yeah, bro. And you ain't trying to battle neither. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real though. Like, but what's it called? But I was mostly up there doing stuff in Los Angeles, i.e. shit like that. And then, like I said, Tran brought me down here, and the rest is kind of history. Especially once the battle bot shit started, I started doing the freestyle competitions. You know what I mean? And
I didn't mean to cut you. You pretty heavy into the battle rap scene still?
Nah, it doesn't exist in the way that it did back then.
Okay. How not?
But it just doesn't exist.
At all?
Like, nobody's doing freestyle battles anymore. Like,
have you heard of Shots Fired?
Yeah, but that's not freestyle. That's,
okay.
Yeah, that's the written joints.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And shout outs to my mans. You know what I mean? My man K Philosophy. Shout out to CRS as well. But yeah, like there are cats within that realm that freestyle and do it well, but there's not really anybody throwing like regular freestyle tournaments or competitions or what have you. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Not even ciphers no more. We used to have a cipher at the hostel, cipher at the park, cipher at Green Flash. None of that shit's going on no more.
I plan to help bring one back.
Yeah,
I want to bring. I'm going to bring my freestyle show back. Flicks is Freestyle Friday. I'm bringing that back for sure. That's
okay.
Happening. And then I also want to. I want to help. You know, have like a cipher platform. Like I used to rap a little bit in high school. I was never a good friend. I could rhyme words. Like I'm good at rhyming words, but it was never nothing to make you like, oh, this nigga dope. Like I could rhyme all day. I could rhyme words, but anyway, I want to help bring something like that back to San Diego for sure. That's one of my goals for 2024. My freestyle show and that cipher. However we're gonna do it, that's two of my goals for 2024.
Yeah, let me know how I can help, because when we weren't having ciphers, it definitely fostered a lot of growth within the scene. It helped the community out a lot, and like I was able to sit there and watch for like years people come every week or every other week to these ciphers and like just go and just get better, and then eventually move on to writing and recording, and then eventually move on to stage performances and shit like that. And it's crazy, like, what that does for the community. Like, it created so much unity. You know what I mean? As long as people can stay out of their egos and like keep it on hip hop, like it's beautiful where that shit can go. And it's like, I feel like we need to have that in abundance, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people feel like it's got to be just one person or one cat. It needs to be multiple, you know what I mean? And then we need to all be pushing together and cross promoting and things of that nature. There's strength in numbers, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that's what cats forget. But yeah, I was talking to my man Low Key and El Tech and them. I'm trying to convince them to bring some ciphers back too. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's mandatory. We need that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Now, when, not recently, I guess recently as well, but like in a lot of my research and like having you on the show, just trying to do my due diligence and know some about you. A lot of what I saw was people like saying like underground hip hop artists, underground this, underground that. Does that bother you at all? Do you take that as disrespect, or is that like
no,
you want to wear that badge?
No, that's what I am. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I ask that because I have friends that make music and that rap, and you know, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like what they're saying is like, yeah, I started as an underground artist, but that's not what I am anymore. I'm trying to do some different things. So they kind of take like, if you call them like an underground artist or a San Diego artist, they take it as like almost disrespect. But it sounds like you appreciate that. I
feel like that's just misconceptions. Like, first and foremost, we got to think about what that word means. Like, when you think about the separation between underground and mainstream, mainstream is Drake. Mainstream is Kendrick Lamar. Mainstream is Cole. Underground is niggas that ain't them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a million people ain't heard your shit and bumping your shit on a regular basis, you underground, family. Like, you're underground because you're not above ground. You know what I'm saying? And that's just facts. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being a local artist. There's local artists out here that garner followings, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to my man Noah James out in the IE. He's a local artist in the IE, but he's still getting spins everywhere, you know what I'm saying? He's repping it where he goes. Like, I'm proud to be a San Diego underground hip-hop artist because people know who I am. Like, regardless of what, you know what I'm saying? Like, my name get around, like, and not just in San Diego, you know what I'm saying? I get opportunities in a lot of places, and I go there straight like this, repping it, like, everywhere I go, because this is home to me, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm a local artist, and I'm gonna be that, you know what I mean? Like, straight up.
That's what's up. I appreciate that, bro. And I definitely feel when, you know, when artists are like, bro, like, don't call me that. Like, don't call me a local artist. Don't come, like, I feel it because, like, you're
That's because they seen that Kevin Hart stand up. You a lab ass bitch. You a local ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? For real.
That's probably true. That's probably true. But I appreciate the, I don't want to make it like, I don't want to sound like I'm diminishing anything. I appreciate the aspirations and the goals and like where you see yourself going. But I also agree with you. It's like, bro, if you're not on a level where everyone knows you, then you technically are an underground artist.
Not even technically, by definition.
I think what happens is people take underground as like, how do I say this?
They think you mean like the conscious stuff.
There you go.
The non-radio friendly stuff.
And you're
the
like
scared of hoes music, if you will.
There you go. And you're not when people like, if you put I think most artists feel like to put an underground like label on them is to say like they're not trying to make music for the masses. There you go. When that's not the case. It's like you can make music for whoever you want, but like you said, if people don't know you, then my nigga, you underground.
You underground as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it is better to not get caught up on labels anyway. Because everybody was underground at some point. You know what I mean? Listen to I just seen a video today. It was like Future's first shit. Like he sounded like Outkast in 1992. You know what I'm saying? And it literally sounded like Andre 3000 on the Southern Playalistic album.
He Dungeon Family.
Yeah, I mean he is. Yep, Dungeon Family. But like nigga, that's underground. You know what I'm saying? That he was not mainstream at that point. But look at him now. Like one of the most well-known and reputed rappers on God's green earth.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got to start somewhere, and it's like people be so quick to erase their past. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like, what's the point? Like, you know what I mean? What's the point of going through everything you got through? Like when right now, at this very moment in time, you're a culmination of all your experiences. Like there's no reason to not embrace that. You feel me? Because there's power in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, it made you who you are. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And I stand on that. Like, I don't have like a luxurious backstory with all the fucking gunfights and, you know what I mean, fucking bar fights and da-da-da-da. I'm who I am. And the music that I made comes directly from my experiences. And if people are feeling that, then why would I pretend like my life wasn't what it was or isn't what it is? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me, though. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with... some people like to tell stories, like, you know what I'm saying? And they create a character, but it's like, there's a difference between that and faking the funk. Like, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion.
Absolutely. Who's some of your favorite artists right now?
Right now? Oh, my God.
He like nobody.
I hate all you niggas. To be honest, I'm mostly on some like soul R&B shit. You know what I'm saying? And like oldies, like for real. I listen to a lot of Anderson .Paak, like a lot. I mean, obviously I fuck with Kendrick and Cole. I've been bumping a lot of. What have I been bumping lately? I've been bumping a lot of Alex Isley. I don't know if you're familiar.
A little bit.
Yeah, like she makes amazing ass fucking music, bro. Like that's crazy. Like for her to be, you know what I mean, the daughter of one of the Isley brothers and come out like that and not be the biggest thing on the planet is crazy. Like she makes some really beautifully written, beautifully composed music. Like, you know what I'm saying? She get heavy spins. Yeah, I just mostly R&B soul shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I've been back to my roots with it. And not for any other reason, and that's just the vibe I'm on right now, you know what I mean? Like, if I want to listen to rap, I'm listening to the homies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, respect. I'm listening to myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that might be the Leo in me. I can't call it. But, like, yeah, I'm listening to the music that I recorded that's not finished yet. Because pretty much once I put an album out, like, I don't listen to any of that shit anymore. Like, unless it's, like, every now and again I go back. But, like, normally I put something out and then I just start focusing on whatever I'm doing next and what I'm trying to complete. And then just obsessing over the homies' music. Because I got a lot of dope-ass homies. Shout out my nigga Derek Goldsmith. I listen to that nigga be in rotation. You know what I'm saying? My man Molly, Dago Fats in heavy rotation, Shan Black in rotation, Kali in rotation, Invisible Ponchos in rotation, fucking Drake Cat, Cali the Dreamer in rotation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I spend a lot of Dago shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what's up, fam.
I mean, underground, local, San Diego hip-hop.
Talk about it.
You bitch, you. Like, yeah, man. I spend the homies, like, you know what I mean? Because, to be honest, there's a smooth 100 or more MCs out here, you know what I'm saying? That make amazing shit, you know what I'm saying? There's like a smooth 100 or more MCs out here that make amazing music, you know what I mean? And, like, why would I listen to that other shit? You know what I'm saying? That's like, unless it really moves me, if I hear something and it really is like, ooh, what's that? I got to run that back. Then I'll do that. But if not, then I got I Know from Derek Goldsmith on repeat. Like, I'll listen to that shit for 30 minutes straight. You know what I'm saying? It's a 1-minute song. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's dope. So now you're hosting Your showcase called Slappin Hands.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about what Slappin Hands is.
Slappin Hands is a show that I started 2019. I had always wanted to throw shows, and I didn't know how to go about it. And then one day, my man Milky Wayne from Milky Wayne Presents, shout out Milky Wayne and Shan Black, hits me up because I had talked to him about it once or twice in the past. And he's like, yo, Kava Lounge gave me a date. I don't really feel like throwing a show. What you want to do? Because I heard that you were, you know what I'm saying, trying to throw shows. I'm like, oh, no, pump faking and shit. And my lady Lupita was like, stop being a bitch. But she did it with that. Stop being a bitch. You know what I mean? I ain't no bitch. I'm going to do this show.
Yeah, shout out to her.
So I started trying to plan it out alongside Milky Wayne. And we had a dope show. You know what I'm saying? And I decided to keep doing it. And then same thing, he had Black Cat, and this was before the Milky Wayne Presents joint, and he was like, let's do one there. All right, cool. Doing it. The bartender there that night was a lady named Tara from a rock band called the Goldettes. She also used to bartend at Bar Pink. Bar Pink is like literally the birthplace of Faye Nasty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. She didn't even know I did music or nothing like that. I'm just in her bar every day. She's like, can you not smoke in front the door, dumbass? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so next thing you know, she's bartending. We put the show on. It goes well. And she was like, yo, like, why don't y'all bring that over here to Bar Pink? Rest in peace, my favorite bar. And so we started throwing them monthly at Bar Pink. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually, we got to a point where we were doing them also at Winston's. We started a show called Golden Rules. We try and keep it under the umbrella of Slappin Hands. But like our whole theme is trying to put people on to this beautiful fucking scene that we have here. You know what I'm saying? There's so many dope rappers and R&B artists and break dancers and producers and DJs. And we just want to foster and facilitate that, you know what I'm saying? So at first it was me and Milky Wayne, and then he decided he didn't want to do it no more, and he tagged in my brother Root, who I was already tight with, and then we tagged in my man Doomcat, who we were all friends with, and it became what it is right now. Then quarantine happened. Well, actually, Doomcat didn't come on until quarantine. Till after quarantine, if I do recall, when we brought it to Till 2. And we thought it was over at that point. Like, as soon as it was like government shutdown, whatever. And then my man Low Tech Ted from the Casbah hit me up and asked us to do a live stream. And so we did that. And it went well, so we did a couple more, you know what I'm saying? And by that time, Tara again came and brought us into Till 2. You know what I mean? And from there we went to Winston's as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Ted and shout out Tara. But the whole plan is just having local artists and just people in general that we fuck with and coming through and get a spotlight where maybe they wouldn't have had it before, and like having a mixture, you know what I mean? Like it's not just strictly boom bap or strictly this, that, and the other. Like there's so many different hip hop scenes and scenes in general in San Diego that I figured why not showcase all of it? Because that's why we call it Slappin Hands. What's Slappin Hands, nigga?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And what's golden rule? Treat others the way you want to be treated. Like, that's the type of line we're trying to push.
I love it.
Our movement is based in love, you know what I'm saying, for what we do and other people.
Love it.
So that's what we're going for. Like, we just going to keep trying it. Like, at some point, I want to have jazz bands, punk rock bands, like, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's dope, like, I want it inside our doors, you know what I'm saying? If it's dope, it's local, and it's love, like, I'm with it, you know what I mean? That's my whole thing. But just try not to rap over your vocals, if you can. I'd appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, no, off top, it's just a love movement. You know what I mean?
Real quick, talk about that, like artists rapping or performing over their vocals. Talk like why is that such a thing that's frowned upon? I know why, but just why is that such a thing that's frowned upon?
Well, for me, I think it's just lazy. It's lazy, and it's like, I get it. They're big name artists that do that, but most of them niggas suck. Like, if we're gonna be honest, like, who you know that's rapping over their vocals every show that it's like their music is really that great. Like, you know what I mean? And maybe I'm just super artsy fartsy because how I grew up, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, for me, it's like, I want some artistic value to it. When you're rapping over your vocals, you're cheating. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, literally, you know what I mean? Like, because what happens in most cases when you see somebody rapping over their vocals, they're not saying all the words. They might not even be saying any words. You know what I'm saying?
The punch word, they were saying like the last word of the bar.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And just dancing around and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, respect to you if that's what you do. If you just party rocking, that's cool. Just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. But like, off top, like, if you're really trying to be an artist, like an artist, not a one-hit wonder, I'ma just make some money and go. If you're really trying to be an artist, you need to showcase your talent. You need to showcase your ability. You need to showcase your versatility. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't do that while rapping over your vocals the whole time. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some people that have gotten close and pulled it off to some degree, and I respect it. You know what I mean? Some of my own homies, you know what I mean? And the same thing, as soon as they get off stage, I'm like, hey, bro, so when you just gonna get the instrumental, God, and maybe somebody do your backups, like whatever, or had a backing vocals in the song and just be able to take it where you want. Because this is what happens. What happens when you forget a word? You know what I mean, on your set. And like, maybe you've been practicing this song your whole life, but you get up there, maybe you a little sauce, maybe you smoked a little too much, maybe you off some bullshit, whatever, maybe you just having a bad night, maybe you choke on your saliva, whatever. What do you do when that backing vocals is still running and you gotta save the show? Like, for me, like, and maybe that's just my freestyle ability and stuff like that, being able to take that anywhere, whether it's like via tonality or just completely flipping the script on the shit. Like, you can't do that with that. You know what I mean? And it's like, one thing I will say is, even the people that don't give a fuck notice the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in shows where it's like, I'm like, nah, bro, like, fuck all that rapping over your vocal shit. Niggas be like, no, fuck that shit. But all the niggas that was just rapping over their vocals, you're like, yeah, that's cool, but this nigga Rick is the nigga, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the show improved. Like, it's really like that. Like, and you can get off with that shit and you can do it or whatever the fuck. But it's like, if you know all the words to your song, why even do that? You know what I'm saying? To me, that just sounds like you don't have access to your instrumentals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But, and I know that's not the case for everybody, you know what I mean? Shout outs to the niggas that gotta do it that way or wanna do it that way. Like, to each their own. But it's like, at my shows, I prefer, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, there's been some of the people I love the most. They're like, sorry, man, I didn't have the instrumental, Rick. Don't kick me off. And it's like, yo, I've learned to accept it at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because it has become a damn near industry standard. You feel me? But I don't respect it as much as I respect someone's true artistry and like giving themselves, because it's an energy exchange when you're up there on the stage, right? Like, you go up there, you give them the energy, and then they give it back to you, and then that grows your energy, you give that back, and it grows their energy and they give it back. And it creates a thing. And I've never seen, I'm not gonna say I've never seen, I rarely see that happen with someone rapping over their vocals, personally.
Interesting.
And if somebody can show me some proof, fuck you. I don't care. I still stand on that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He said that's the exception, not the rule. I don't care what you're talking about. Respect. What's some of the? Is there anything like any different things that Slappin Hands is gonna do? Like, I don't know, with the new year, like some of the plans that you guys have moving forward.
So we're going back. We're bringing Golden Rule back to Winston's, January 11th. And it's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be a little more DJ forward, because we have a lot of friends that are DJs. Most of my homeboys are DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I got a lot of rapper friends, a lot of DJ friends, and a lot of times cats are like, yo, like, can I come DJ? Like, nah, because we got DJ Root and DJ Doomcat and only so much time, you know what I'm saying? So once we decided to go to make the move back to Winston's, we decided that it would be a more DJ and producer forward. Like, we'll have one, maybe two performing acts. Everyone else is DJs and producers. You know what I mean? So that's the direction we're going to take that. So January 11th, Winston's, Ocean Beach, Golden Rule, pull up.
That's what's up. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping I could be at the next Slappin Hands, but I think I got a job that day. I want to be at the next Slappin Hands. My plan is to be at the next.
It's
Slappin
a crazy lineup.
I'm knowing. I've been trying, bro. I've been trying to make it out for I want to say the last 2, maybe the last 3. Mm-hmm. But every time, like, I'm gonna be at the next one, then a job pop up. I'm like, I gotta go get.
Hey, get your bread. No, I gotta go get for real though.
I'll be like, this last one. I was like, I gotta be at the last one, because I haven't been to one yet. I just got familiar with you. I want to say, like, either right before the summer, or like midsummer. I've been hearing your name for a while. Yeah. But I think I seen you in person, and you didn't perform, but I think I seen you in person, just like, you know, at a Soul Sunday. Yeah. And I was at the first sessions at the shop, and you sessions at the shop.
Shout outs to Evan and Sean Chris, man. Those are some amazing brothers, man. 100%. Off top, man. The sessions at the shop is a beautiful show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, cause you, like I said, that R&B shit, that soul shit, that's me. Like Neo Soul Tuesdays, Soul Sundays, sessions at the shop. Those are some of the best shows in the city, as far as I'm concerned.
100%. I was telling Sean when he was here. I don't think and Shadi when he was here. I don't think I've missed. I don't think I missed a Soul Sunday all year, all 20, maybe 2.
I done missed way too many of them. I'm not gonna hold you. I was bummed out when I missed that John Gibbs one, man.
Oh, I had to be at that one. Oh, especially being a North County guy, I had to be at that one. I'm gonna have John's gonna be on the show next week, actually. Yeah, I'm on the show next week.
Tell that brother I said what up, yo. I will. He's an amazing cat, man. Good human.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They said I'm backsliding. No, nigga, I'm just backsliding.
That nigga cold.
Yeah, he is. Vocals and everything. Nigga, I got people on the East Coast bumping them motherfucking two-stepping and shit. My sister love that song.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
That's dope. So outside of Slappin Hands, you said you got you said you and your group 18 Scales. 18
Scales.
You got a project coming soon?
It's coming. I don't know. How soon it's coming. But yeah, no. Like I said, we're constantly working on shit. Cause like Chuck Moon, that's my brother, man. Like for real, it's like my money train brother and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, brothers. But like yeah, man. Like one of my favorite humans on God's green earth, my favorite producer, one of my favorite rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least top 5. You know what I mean? Yeah, we always gonna work together, like even whether we put it out or not. But we got a couple things in the works. We probably have like 2 projects worth of music that we want to wrap up and finalize. You know what I'm saying? And that honestly 3 if we count the one with Dev, with my man Dev Love. But yeah, so we're always working on some shit. But the most likely to come soon is gonna be the shit with my man Seiji and them from Boosted. We got a group called Soul Disciples. We got about 8 tracks. And like I said, we'll be performing some of it at the Music Box December 29th. So get your motherfucking tickets and pull up, because it's finna be crazy.
That's what's up. Outside of music, bro, like, I mean, granted, music is your passion. Yeah. And it's your job also, but it's your passion as well. Like, what do you do to kind of like free your mind or like unwind when you don't want to do music and want to have some fun or unwind? Like, what are you into?
That's a good question. Nothing. Like, I literally I kick it with the homies. Like I like being around friends and family. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of family out here, so I'm just always with my peoples. Like, and if I'm not with my peoples, then I'm with my girl. And if then normally when I'm with my peoples, my girl there with me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, shout out Lupita with your heavy head ass. But what's it called? Yeah, I be with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, and normally it's music related. To be honest with you, like that's pretty much all I give a fuck about. Like I suck at everything else. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? But what's it called? Like, yeah, like pretty much my life revolves around music. Like if I'm not rocking some shit or throwing some shit, I'm pulling up to the homies to support they shit. Like, you know what I mean? Doing cat DJing at Bluefoot, nigga, I'm near. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's Party Yaka lives in the nigga, I'm near. DJ Root spinning the nigga, I'm near. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, it's a beast, I'm near. Niggas is breakdancing, spinning on their earlobes, I'm near. Like, I'm near. Like, that's my whole shit. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Bro.
Yeah, that might sound a little crazy or boring, but it's actually it's fun. You get you experience a lot, and you learn a lot about yourself, just maneuvering through these different, you know what I'm saying, scenes. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's dope about you know, being an artist, like a music artist, and being so into music. Not only just your like music that you create, but other genres. You can go out and, you know, experience it, and it's you're connected to what you love, but you're also like disconnected in a way, and you could like go out and enjoy yourself and not be like quote unquote work related. You know? Yeah. I've been trying to develop some of that because I've said it on a few shows where like I don't really, my hobbies were like photography and podcasting, but now like since like I want to say since like 2019, 2020, they both have become my jobs full time. Like I don't have a traditional job. Like this is my job, and so like I don't really have anything that I unwind with. Yeah. So I've been trying to find them. I love live. I love Soul Sunday. Neo Soul. Yeah. I'm planning to start going to Slappin Hands.
Yeah, I might slide there after this.
You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about it myself.
I brought an ugly Christmas sweater just in case.
See, I didn't realize. I might pull up anyway. But I've been trying to like, you know, like I've been trying to find some hobbies that like that I could really like do to like free my mind and like get away from my job. But like I've really just been using like Soul Sunday and like Neo Soul Tuesday as those things. Like go out and check out live music. Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have any other hobbies. But I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that though.
Yeah, I mean, one good thing is exercise. You know what I mean? Getting your physical, you know what I mean? Go do some yoga, some Muay Thai, get you some push-ups, go hiking, things of that nature. Yeah, because I guess my hobby is eating, bro. Because I just be going to restaurants and trying different shit. You know what I'm saying? With my lady and the homies, like that's pretty much. Yeah, we do that a lot. You know what I'm saying? But no. I think I was talking to my man Noah James. Shout out Noah James once again, out to IE and shit. You know what I mean? Brick to your face, all that. And that fool was telling me that he was like, "You don't have enough anchors." I'm like, "What you mean?" He's like, "What you gonna do when you get tired of rapping and throwing shows and you burnt out and you tired of dealing with people?" I'm like, play 2K at the crib? I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. Like watch a movie. You know what I mean? Like and I've been trying to figure that out myself. And I think that I'm just like, there's so many different things you can do within what we do. You know what I'm saying? That it's like, there's always a way to shift it, in my opinion. And it's like, I know we have this culture where it's like, you gotta work till you die and shit. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I feel like there's something powerful in your passion also being your career. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is definitely a positive thing because it doesn't get old like that. Like, even when it gets old, does it really? Right. Because if it was, you would have walked away already. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, that's something to consider. You know what I mean?
I definitely, I don't, you know, if I made it sound that way, I want to be clear. I still love it. I still enjoy it. I still love what I do. But just when it becomes your job, it's like if I've been holding a camera all day, like I've been filming, like let's say I filmed a basketball game and I went and did a photo shoot in Balboa, and I come here and did my podcast. It's like once I go home, I don't really want a camera in my hand. I don't want to look at a camera, none of that. Valid. And so And that's not to say I don't love photography. I still love it. I still love photography and broadcast and podcast and all of that. But just like, all right, I've been doing that literally all day, like 16 hours. Like, I want to do something else that's still fun, but I can like release my mind from what I've been doing all day. So I've been looking for hobbies in that way. Now I'm thinking fitness is gonna be what it is.
Bruh, Muay Thai is lit. Like, I love doing Muay Thai. I literally only stopped because the person that was training me, shout out my man Mantis Mitz, he moved the dojo he was doing that shit at closed down, and he ended up moving to Santee, and I'm not driving all the way out there.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
but
that.
also, my loyalist brain is like, I can't go to anyone else. If it's not Mantis, it's not nobody. So I'm just at the crib doing push-ups. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Salute and respect.
you know what I mean?
That's what's up. That's what's up. My guy Ric Scales, man.
Yo.
Appreciate you pulling up on me, bro.
Appreciate you too, bro.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
It's a dope conversation, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Ain't Got It Yet podcast, episode 37, if I'm not mistaken.
37.
Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Take care.